What's up, internet world? What's up, internet world? Word on the Street TV. Mr. Vern went back at you one more again. A lot is on the plate right now. I mean, over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, there has been a lot of information coming out, and we don't know if it's really true. We don't know if this is a setup. We don't know really what's going on with the diddler. Okay. The new like every other day, every other hour almost, you got new people that are stepping up to the plate and saying that they want to tell their story. Okay. I have a press conference that I watched earlier. Okay. This press conference is coming from Live Now off of Fox. And it's very interesting to some of the things that they alluded to in this press conference, because I have yet to see child pornography or anything to do with children as one of the charges. Now, we've seen the sex trafficking. We've seen the sexual assault. Okay. But the accusation of being a pedophile has yet to be brought to the forefront. Now, I'm not sure if Fox News is just making this up, or if these are actual real allegations. And for some of the things that are being said in this video, it kind of brings a new form of, I would say, I don't even know what I would say, but it puts Diddy in a different type of light. Okay, I should say that. Now, let's see here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me cut this audio on my background music. Okay. Let me just cut that real quick. Now, the video that I'm gonna play from you all, like I said, this is gonna be coming from Fox News. Okay. And I want you to pay attention to the opening statements from this video. Okay. This is Fox News.
Instead, basically did things to them such that they don't want to have anything to do with the entertainment industry ever again. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. We're going to go now. Thank you.
All right. Let me start it from the beginning here. These are the opening statements.
As they speak, as many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States. We like the...
Now, just let me add now, if you look at this number that they have, this hotline number, this 1-800 number that you're seeing in the background behind this gentleman that's speaking at the podium, this is a new hotline number that they are putting out to the public, encouraging people who say that they are a victim of the P. Diddy allegation to call in so that they can build a case against P. Diddy and the Bad Boy Entertainment legacy company, whatever you want to call it. But just listen to these opening statements.
Tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers who.
Now, for those of you who may and may not understand how symbolism works, okay, symbolism is very, very strong because it speaks to the subconscious mind. You may not understand that you're being spoken to through signs and symbols, colors as well. Just look at the pink tie that he has on with his suit. That pink tie is to speak to the softer nature of people. Okay. That tie is supposed to speak to the inner nature of basically the feminine energy. So when you have people who are already feeling, in victim mode, this pink tie that he is wearing is going to draw them to this man even more, whether he wants to play on them or they're going to feel comfort with this man by seeing this man with this pink on.
Enable this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates. These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs.
Now, 3,000 people is crazy. Okay. You're talking about 3,000 people that have contacted this agency claiming that they were assaulted by P. Diddy. Okay. But my thing is, if you have 3,000 people that have contacted this agency about this, why so long? Why did it take so long? Okay. Why were their hands tied to where no one wanted to contact this agency or someone before then? Is it because you feel as if your career may not have went to where you wanted to take it to? If you would have rung the alarm, why now do you have over 3,000 people that contacted this agency? Now, when you're talking about 3,000 people, that's a lot. Okay. That's a lot of people. You have to understand that you have to be someone that has a sexual encounter with someone every day for 10 years straight to equal up to 3,600. Okay. There's 365 days in a year. We'll take the 5 off and we'll just go 360. Okay. And if you have a sexual encounter with someone every day for 360 days out of the year, in a 10-year span, you're going to have 3,600 people. Okay. He said that this went on over the course of 20 years. So you're talking about a person every other day over the course of 20 years. That's a lot, but it's not far-fetched. I just wanted to put that in there. Let's finish listening to him talk. But I want you to pay attention to what he says about the entertainment industry.
After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and
Who are the individuals that he's speaking of that have spoken to that the FBI has spoken to? Okay, this is very key. This is very key because a lot of the people that are in the P. Diddy corner and are friends with P. Diddy, no one is speaking out. No one is saying anything. You don't really have very many people that are willing to speak against him. And is that because, you know, the skeletons in the closet may come out and start chasing them around the room? Okay. Bless. You know, maybe that's why. Yeah, I heard you. Maybe that's why you don't have very many people coming out against some of the things that they have may have seen that were wrong in this world of entertainment, because they don't want the skeletons to come out the closet and get to chasing their ass around the room. Okay. Now, the 120 individuals that he's saying he's wanting to represent that are coming out with these new accusations, it's going to be interesting to find out who they're going to be naming as people that aided and abetting to P. Diddy. Who stood there and watched Gene Deal, okay? Because Gene Deal likes to make a lot of accusations about what he was around, okay, that he didn't blow the alarm on when it was happening as a law enforcement person, okay? Let's continue. I don't want to go into, you know, into a tangent about something that is not pertaining to this, but let's continue.
claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty.
Now, again, okay, I don't want to discredit these people here, but they're coming out of Houston, okay? The reason that this is being breaking news in Houston, I'm not quite sure, okay? He did mention that these were going to be civil lawsuits that were going to be brought against, you know, P. Diddy, even though this is a federal case. The fact that they're going live in Houston, I did not see any information that actually ties P. Diddy to Houston, Texas, which I'm not saying that there is none. I'm just saying that his charges were brought up Los Angeles, New York, Miami. Okay. Maybe there was activity in Houston, but we all know that the Diddy parties took place in the Hollywood Hills. Okay. Let's just get that out the way.
Be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts. We check venues, we check dates. We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times, it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked.
Okay, so he's just doing a bunch of fluff talk right now, but the Busby Law Firm, Ava Law Group, has put together this 1-800 hotline for people to call in and give their grievances and their complaints about this case, and step forward and come into the light to prove that they have been a victim of these allegations that have really rocked the entertainment world over the last week and a half. Okay, this is big for entertainment, period, because this is not something new. Every 20 to 25 years, these type of allegations come out. Okay, they just had these same type of allegations come out, on Michael Jackson. I mean, he didn't get the sex trafficking, but they hit him with the pedophilia thing. And as we know, when we look into some of the activity that some of the people do in the entertainment world, we get to finding out that Mike Jack was not the only one. I'm not saying that he did anything, but he was not, he was not the beginning of these kind of accusations. These things go on amongst the entertainment world. Look at Little Boosie. Little Boosie said he don't see nothing wrong because everybody in the entertainment world does it. Come on, Boosie. Okay? It's not everyone that's doing this, because I don't see a J. Cole being brought up for something like this. Okay? It's not everybody. All right? There's another point that I want to get to that this man brings up in this press conference, and then we'll wrap it up.
By the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. But it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. I don't want to focus.
Now, as I stated before, the majority of the victims are coming from California, New York, Georgia, Florida. So the reason that Houston, Texas is running a live press conference, and this law firm, I'm not sure where this law firm is located, why they are head first is kind of beyond me. Okay. The last point that I want to drive home real quick is the fact that all of the charges that have been brought up so far have just been sexual assault, sex trafficking. But from what this man is saying here, we're about to enter into the area of pedophilia. Okay. Because he's making the claim that there are children who are wanting to come forward and say that, that they have been abused. And when that kind of accusation comes to the forefront, that puts it into a whole different ball game. Okay, let's continue listening.
On the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Okay. So, from what we've heard so far, we have not heard from anyone saying that these are pedophilia cases. We've heard that everybody was at the P. Diddy party, they were giving drinks and whatever it was that they were giving, that they were taking advantage of. But from what this man is saying here, he is going over into the lane of pedophilia. Okay. Once we go over into that lane, it kind of, changes up the tune a little bit, because it's not just sex trafficking. It's just not just sexual abuse of adults. You're talking about the abuse of children. And in my opinion, that makes it 100 times more serious. Okay. I don't want to jump the gun and say that this man is speaking prematurely. I don't want to really jump the gun and say that this man is making accusations that he can't back up. But as it sits now, things are heating up, and we may be looking at a train crash coming soon for the entertainment world, for the bad boy world, and for the world of Sean P. Diddy Puffy Combs. As I always say, y'all don't lighten up, tighten up. I got to see a man about a dog. Put that in your little pipe and smoke it.